Gonna slide us right into celebrity shade. It's everyone's favorite part of the show.
It's everyone's favorite part of the show.
It really is. That's what we're known for. Well, first up, after 82 years, Jessica Simpson has finally given birth.
April the giraffe has finally given birth.
Wow, she was pregnant for a long time.
Yeah, since I Think That I'm in Love with You came out. She's had this baby.
To be fair, this is number 3. She hasn't been pregnant all this time. This is the third.
She has been. That's a lie. Those are decoy children.
The third child, yes. Wow, yeah.
10 pounds, 3 ounces.
That's a big baby, too.
And 17 years old, ready to be scamped into college. Right out.
Starting at Duke University next week, Jessica is also caught up in the USC
Operation Varsity Blues.
She's buying her uterus into Duke University. Oh my god. Actually, congratulations. I feel like she's someone who likes to be pregnant. She's
not this time. Do you see those feet?
Oh yeah, that's true. She was a little.
She was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
And this was like her biggest one too.
Ooh.
She looked miserable in that picture she posted the other day with some fabulous sunglasses,
massive.
though.
I mean,
but like the boob veins were popping, like the belly, which is I thought that was an alien.
Yeah. Oh,
that
pregnancy.
Ugh.
So I just saw a clip of Amy Schumer the other day where she was like, "Don't you hate it when pregnant women get all like precious, like, oh, I'm pregnant now, so everything I do is." I can't steal a joke, unlike Amy Schumer. I will give credit to where it's due.
Fuck that, this shit sounds miserable, and my heart goes out to anyone who's pregnant. Like, oh.
For real. Some people love it, though. They love being pregnant. They love the whole experience of it. And
good for them.
Yeah. I mean, happens every day.
Shouldn't, but just for some people, but it does.
It's the worst STD you can get.
Ugh.
Okay, so on to way shadier shit. Wow, Wendy Williams this week. Ooh.
Wow, indeed. Talk about a bombshell.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's been chatter, including on this show.
A lot.
Yeah.
The streets have been talking, and we are the streets.
Yes. Well, you know the whole thing with her husband and, like...
The mistress.
Yeah, all that stuff, and then...
And the pregnancy in the house,
and she had passed out on the show, and she has Graves' disease, and
she's been fumbling over her words and stuttering and whatnot on air for a while now.
But also back in the day, and she's acknowledged this before, but back in the day, she had like a massive coke habit, and I mean, hey, you know, you're in New York, you have a popular radio show, what the fuck? But
what are you supposed to do in the mid-90s? Yeah.
So, but she's had it under control for a long time.
And she quit cold turkey.
Yeah. But...
To her effect.
Yeah. But as it turns out, for the last several months, I guess.
Who knows how long, but something hasn't been right. And she never acknowledged exactly what it was. But she did say that she is now living in a sober home. Mm-hmm. And that she's in there, locked down, 10 p.m. She wakes up, does her show, goes straight to Pilates, and then she's at the sober house with a bunch of normal people going through the same fight that I guess she's gone with. She said that she's never been treated for anything. I'm gonna guess that she definitely relapsed on something. Perhaps not the cocaine.
Or, you know, really wanted to, or found herself in a situation where you're an old, you know, just speaking from some personal experiences, there's definitely sometimes where you find yourself like trolling the old neighborhoods, you know, or like, ooh, what after hours clubs are going on tonight? And you know, that's sort of like a checkpoint, or it should be, where you're like, oh shit, you know, like, and you know what you're getting into when you sort of get into those things, so... she didn't say she'd had a relapse, but, you know, Wendy is sort of like, she tells you the tea, but you know she's
There's
still...
more.
Yeah.
But she won't ever confirm or deny it.
Well, you know, that's her business, but I also think incredibly brave of her to go on her own talk show and...
Oh, yeah.
No one knew this, unless...
She said that just her husband and her son knew, There is chatter that the Daily Mail was going to blow a story.
Assholes.
And that she just kind of got ahead of it.
Yeah.
And was forced to come clean about it.
Good for her, though. I mean, fuck
yeah.
her. God damn.
I mean, she's problematic sometimes, but that's a very, very brave thing. Unlike my voice that's disappearing right now. I don't know what this is. Hello. Am I back? Okay, I'm good. Testing.
What's going on?
My voice chip is malfunctioning. I'm sorry.
Shutting down.
I don't know what that was. I apologize, y'all.
Oh my God. So Wendy Williams, more power to you. I'm all about someone who is, she is very upfront. She definitely does sort of tell it like it is in her own way. And yeah, like you said, sometimes she's a little problematic. But who isn't?
Not us.
Never. Barbra Streisand is canceled.
Speaking of being problematic.
This bitch.
This fucking old bitch. I'm sorry. I'm pouring some wine.
Yes.
Had the fucking audacity to say that Michael Jackson was fulfilling his sexual needs.
That is gross. Ugh.
Bitch, what the entire fuck?
And she was like, even though she acknowledged that they're, probably traumatized or whatever, she was like, but they were having the thrill of their lives.
You should have sat there and sang your fucking songs.
No.
People need to realize that if they are less than smart, or something may just not ring well with someone.
Didn't she do a goddamn Oscar-winning movie about child abuse and, like, whatever the fuck?
She's an actress. I mean, that doesn't mean that she's actually believing anything that she's portraying.
Come on. Shit.
Some people need to stay in their lane and just not... Why was she even commenting on this?
Because she was asked.
Who's asking her these things?
I don't know who's interviewing Barbra Streisand, number one. The relevancy. Other than the Streisand effect having... That actually was trending on social this week, was the Streisand effect, because of the whole Devin Nunes thing. But yeah, I mean...
What? People need to learn the effect of no comment. Just shut the fuck up.
Or to say, just in general, to say that you have empathy for everyone involved. Or, grace.
How are we more media trained than Barbra Streisand?
I know, we're horrible.
We're complete and absolute trash, and this bitch somehow out-trashed us.
But also, like... I think it would be totally fair to call someone out for asking that question. Like, why the fuck are you asking me about Michael Jackson? Like, I don't know him. I don't think they were friends.
No.
Why would she have anything to say about that whole situation? I think that's just total clickbait. That's a producer telling me...
Because there's nothing else that they have to ask her about.
Oh, that's true. She probably has some new album out. Who knows? I'm not like...
I won't be listening to it.
I'm not a... Well, I mean, come on.
Big surprise.
Do you know what? One time I saw Barbra Streisand in public.
Looking like a cat lady?
Oh, so here...
She looks like that Jocelyn woman.
She does.
Lately. A lot.
Well, it was at a... It was at like a... It's like a stage musical play thing, whatever. It's, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it because it was like an intimate...
Something on a stage with some music and some microphones.
Immersive experience with music and whatever. So she was there and her husband was there, and she had on these dark glasses the whole time, and it was lights out. So, I mean, the only lights were on the stage. So she had these like purple glasses the whole time. And then it was a live band, and meanwhile, like, everyone's like having wine and you're at these tables and whatever, and the band is fucking loud. Every time they would start playing, she'd be like, and like cover her ears. Like,
what?
Bitch, you've been at a concert before.
You put them on. What are you talking about right now?
And then she just kept hiding behind Josh, like her husband, whatever her husband's name is.
Josh Brolin?
Yeah, she kept hiding.
Right?
Wait, isn't that Thanos?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's James. I'm the one that fucked it up.
Okay.
Yes.
Can he snap on her, please, and make her disappear?
She kept hiding behind him. Although I will say the craziest thing about the whole experience was I did want to get a closer look of her. Like, I'm not one to do
She's
autographs.
a zoo animal?
I'm not one to do autographs or whatever, and I certainly wasn't going to go up to her and be like, oh my god, Barbra, I love you. But I did want to get, like...
that would be a lie.
Close enough. You know, just, I don't know, have some sort of... I don't know, maybe she'd push me or something. And... and they were on the complete opposite side. That happened to a friend of mine and Diana Ross one time. She pushed him out of her way.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like his favorite story ever. Anyway, so they were completely across from us, and we, like, knew the whole thread of the show, so we knew when it was going to end, and I was like, I'm gonna go, because the bathroom was on outside, and I was like, I'm gonna go over to the bathroom, and, you know, when the show is over, I'll be, like, right over at her table, because that's what we did when we actually got to meet, like, Francis Ford Coppola and Wilmer Willis and all these people. So I went over there, and I fucking swear to God, the second the show was over and the lights went on, they were gone.
She just vanished.
Fucking vanished, like in a cloud of smoke.
It was Josh Brolin. He snapped, and they just, like, dust.
Poof. They were fucking gone, so...
And then she reemerged talking about fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and then she tried to, like, walk that back by saying, oh, that she feels, you know, nothing but sympathy for the victims or whatever,
But buy my album.
I just,
At a
you know...
Barnes & Noble near you.
Just don't talk about it. Or, because I'm sure I know there are a lot of people who don't believe the accusations or who never felt like that was wrong to them or whatever. And I don't know exactly what space of, you know, frame of mind they're really coming from. But I think denial or, you know, just wanting to believe something for some people, they need that. But
She's learned how to do...
realistically...
I call it the scroll pass.
Just don't answer.
You know when you're like, mate gets pissed off... Mate, like I'm fucking British or Australian. What was that about? Gets really pissed off at you for like liking someone's like their strap pictures or whatever. It's just called the scroll pass. If you just scroll on past and don't fucking double tap, you can't get in trouble.
Yeah. There you
Celebrities should do that more often. Scroll on past the paparazzi into your fucking car.
Yeah, no comment.
Can't get in trouble that way.
Do you know what I'm totally going to see, even though I know it's trash?
Not a Barbra Streisand movie?
Bill and Ted 3.
Oh, Jesus.
Keanu Reeves is back! Even though I was trashing him last week for that awful Netflix
Oh,
movie
shit. Never mind. I'm not side-eyeing you anymore. I thought you were talking about... I confused my 90s nostalgia movies with couples. I thought you were talking about Wayne's World.
Oh, no.
In which I will not be supporting.
No.
Whatsoever. After I believe the producer came out about how much of a trash person Michael Myers is. Look at me throwing shade that wasn't even planned.
Shit. I never heard this, but it doesn't surprise me.
He's a douche, I guess. And it was like, she was some respected, I don't know, I don't know the fucking director and a producer. Don't know. Sorry, I apologize, I'm not an actor. But she said that he was very difficult on set, and that he...
Didn't he, like, write it and all that shit? I mean...
That's a whole other situation. It's a very good read. She wanted the head-banging scene to be done, and he was like, I'm not doing that. And she basically had to baby him into doing it, which is their most iconic...
Right, of the entire
situation.
Yeah. What?
And then he went off and then took credit for, like, everything.
That sounds
And
about
through
right.
contracts, I guess, managed to just skirt her out of the whole situation.
That sounds about right.
Uh-huh. So Michael Myers, geez, not even past the first bottle of wine. We're way better when we're seasoned and marinated in wine.
Truly.
During the first, like, 2 glasses, we were just...
Yeah, it's a mess. But once we get that, like, 3rd, 4th glass in...
Are we functioning alcoholics at this point? What does that mean?
No, it's a little lubricant, that's all. Actually...
But Bill and Ted, yes.
Yes, Bill and Ted. So... I will say I had forgotten for a second that there was a Bill and Ted 2, except that
there was?
I specifically remember... Yes, if they're on 3, there had to be a 2. So, I specifically remember going to see it, actually. Because I had a friend who was, like, sort of, like, down, and... I don't remember why we went to see it, except other than that, just to like cheer her up, and because it was just stupid and fun, and we were kids, so I think that's maybe why I have a fondness for these movies, because like they're Bill and Ted, even 2, I think was 90s, so
yeah,
I was a child when these movies came out.
2 years old.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm like, yeah, bring them back, let's do it.
I remember not a damn thing about that movie.
You don't remember that they time traveled and...
I remember that because of the cartoon.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's right, there was a cartoon.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
See? Putting you on point right now.
Okay, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. They've made some cartoons out of some random shit, like Beetlejuice, the cartoon.
The 90s were a weird time for movies and TV shows and cartoons.
Seriously.
It's like, oh, a movie's doing well, let's just make a cartoon out of it.
Why not? It has nothing to do with the movie, but sure.
Teen Wolf had a cartoon.
That
had nothing to do with the movie. Nothing to do.
Yeah.
That's a whole
continuity, whatever. So Bill and Ted 3 is happening, and I always like these movies, obviously, because they're funny and stupid or whatever, but also there's this time-traveling element, and there's a historical element of all the movies as well. For as silly and dumb as they are, go back and watch Bill and Ted 1 and 2, and you will actually learn something about history. And you'll see Keanu Reeves. He's so cute.
He is so cute. And ageless.
He is! Oh my god, he does not age. Yeah, he's a vampire. Mm-hmm. Give me your secrets, Keanu Reeves. I'll drink your...
everything.
You know what else is on number 3? Stranger Things. They came out with a new trailer this week, and it looks fucking good.
They filmed 2 and 3 at the same time, right? Because the kids are about to hit puberty.
Yeah, and even in 3, they look still older than they did.
It's like Menudo.
2, yeah.
Those kids are about to be killed off, and a whole new Stranger Things is about to pop up.
I know, I like it. I like that they're actually letting them grow up, and But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of season 2.
I didn't watch season 2 at all.
You didn't miss a lot.
Perfect.
But this season looks good. This season looks really good.
Good.
So, get your money. Those kids have to get their money now.
Fuck yeah. God, I hope they don't...
It's like...
I always worry.
Mm-hmm.
For child stars.
Like, watch which one of them is going to spiral out of control.
And it's always the one you don't suspect. That's the thing.
Oh.
It really is.
Yeah, that's true. I certainly hope that they, really stick together, and they're sort of like the Harry Potter kids, because the Harry Potter kids, even though some of them kind of went through some shit, they, for the most part, they have really been smart about their careers, and they're all still working.
Seemingly.
Yeah. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes?
And that's the way to do it. Who fucking cares?
Exactly. So I'm looking forward to that, although I do feel like, season 2 just was so... You can put a good trailer together, but...
Fair enough. All right, touche.
Okay, meanwhile, this week, it was trending on social media. Riverdale's musical episode this year is the Heathers musical. Mm-hmm. And I just was a little disheartened by this, because a lot of people were sort of treating the musical like that was the point of reference. And even though I recognize that if you're taking songs from the musical or what have you, that is for the point of reference, but Heathers was a cult classic movie that no one fucking saw and no one fucking knew about until they made a musical about it. And if your only point of reference to Heathers is the musical, I'm really sad for you.
I had no idea about the musical.
See? Yeah.
I knew about the movie.
Exactly. Fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
Jesus Christ.
If you want to fuck with the Eagles, you gotta learn how to fly. I can literally quote this movie.
And this is when the wine kicks in, everyone.
Yes! Oh my god, speaking of the wine kicking in, Elijah Dushku said, fuck this bitch.
She bossed all the way up this week.
It's like when you do a couple shots and you're like, fuck it all.
Fuck everything. So if you didn't know, last year, she was involved in a huge situation. She was fired from the show Bull on CBS.
Fired, by the way, because she complained about being...
Michael Weatherly's sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm.
And she reached a $9.5 million settlement. Fuck, that was Michael Myers too. God damn it.
Shit.
Whatever.
Anyway, you know...
And...
That's a lot of money, but I'm so...
No, she had to sign an NDA.
Yeah.
And this week, she said, fuck that NDA. I'm speaking about this. Because she didn't like the fact that she was being portrayed in a very negative light and how the story was being spun as her being difficult and blah, 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 blah.
Right, it was that she was the problem. She didn't have a sense of humor or, you know, because also she came on to the show in, I think, season 2, right? And then she was going to be a series regular as in season 3 or something like that. Like, sure. She came on at the end of season 1 or what. She wasn't part of the original cast.
I had never seen an episode of this fucking show or even heard about it.
I didn't even know it existed, but... Or that they had $9 million to give...
I mean, it's CBS.
That's true, it is CBS. But anyway, yeah, she wasn't one of the original cast members, and she came onto the show and was basically just treated horribly, and they made jokes about her boobs and jokes about her figure, and like, you know, look, that's something, if you and your close friends make inappropriate jokes with each other or... About each other. Right, that's one thing. But when you don't know people and you're on a set and you're... No, that's gross. So she sued.
So she got her money.
And she won.
And now she's breaking her NDA. And she's saying that she thinks NDA should be done away with in general because what it does, it creates an environment where people can be threatened and people can be spoken about negatively and things can be more damaging than actually letting the truth come out.
Well, I agree with that, and not only that, but an NDA is like, oh, well, okay, we're going to give you this money or whatever but you can never actually talk about this thing. Like, but everyone already knows. Like, we already fucking know why she sued you. We already know why you're giving her this money. So why just try to make it go away? Like, it's so...
And I think she's gonna be okay because I feel...
With $9 million coming to her.
Well, no, I feel like they can't even come back and sue her for breaking it at this point because I think the damage to their entity will be way more if they even try to attack the situation than just letting her talk and vent it out.
Well, because she's not saying, again, anything that we didn't know or that we heard already.
And also, how's it look if someone's saying, I was sexually harassed and this is what happened, and then this huge company comes back suing her for saying this? I mean...
Well, which is what they did originally, except suing her, they fired her. They're like, bitch, bye. Yeah.
Get your money. Like a fucking boss.
You go, girl.
Not mad at that at all.
I think they also need to develop a new show for her, and, you know, CBS kind of... can make this
CBS just fucking up.
Right?
Moonves, Julie Chang, now this.
There's a whole bunch of shit with CBS that's been going on for a long time, so let it all come out. Let it all come out.
Start anew, CBS. Start anew.
Yes. Fire everybody.
Hire everyone and just hire us. Yes, give us a show.
Reprogram the network. Everyone's fired. You're all fired.